Greeting, guys. Today we're going to be making crepes. Super duper simple recipe, only 5 ingredients. We have our baking 1-to-1 flour. We have organic cinnamon. We have our agave, eggs. And I finally got my hands on the Simply brand of the almond milk. This one is vanilla, but usually they have original or unsweetened. And again, the reason I like this one is because it has the almond milk, which is filtered water, almonds, and cane sugar, natural flavors, sea salt, and vanilla extract. There's no gums. There's no ingredients that I don't understand. There's a little bit of sugar. There are brands like Elmhurst, I believe, doesn't have sugar, but this one really makes a difference. This one tastes much better. So this is the one we get, and let's get started. Okay, so for this, I'm going to be using 4 eggs. It's a little bit much, but I want to make a lot. I kind of, I guess I choose the number of eggs to use by the number of crepes that I want to make. So if I want to make, I don't know, at least for 2 meals for us, I use 4. Sometimes I use 3. Almost never less, because the crepes, they go really quick in our house. So I whisk the eggs, and the order that I'm gonna mix these ingredients may seem a little weird, but this is what I do. I add in the agave, I add in the cinnamon. After that, I put in the flour, and I put in the flour to the consistency of almost non-mixable mixture, meaning it's going to be pretty thick. And then after that, I'm going to dilute it with the milk to make it the appropriate consistency for frying the crepes. So again, I eyeball almost all the recipes, especially those that I've done in the past. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start pouring in the flour. Say like, I don't know, this much, and see what the texture will be. And again, the more flour I put, the more milk I'm gonna need to use to dilute and bring it to the regular consistency. So again, it depends how many crepes I want to be making. And like I said, this time I want to make a lot. Okay, if you see clumps here at this point, don't worry about it, because we're going to add more flour. Okay, and use your fork or whatever you're mixing with to kind of scrape around the edges and to dissolve all the clumps that may be forming at this point. Be patient with it. You'll see it's going to be pretty good. Oh, we're rotating everything here. Keep going. As you see, the clumps are disappearing. And this is too thick for batter for crepes. It has to be a little bit runny. So we're gonna dilute it with the milk. And again, it's gonna seem like the milk isn't mixing in, but trust me, it will. Just go slow. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna pour in my milk. Looks like a latte. And see, you're gonna think, oh no, it's not gonna incorporate, but it will. Just you have to go slow, keep mixing. Thicker batter on the bottom if you get everything from each side, they're gonna come together really nice. Also, if you over dilute it, sometimes if you let it stand for a little bit, kind of comes together as well. Okay, I'm gonna leave my mixture for a few minutes and we're gonna fry them up. Hello again, actually good morning. I didn't end up making the crepes last night. I didn't realize how late it was when I was making the mixture. So we're gonna make it this morning, and I diluted it a little bit because it got a little thick, so I added a little more almond milk. Basically this technically should be how the mixture should look like. You don't want to make it too thick because then the crepes are going to be very thick. You don't want to make it too thin because then they're going to rip apart. So I have my pan preheating. I guess let's give it a try, see what happens. See if I can do it with one hand. Okay, let's give it another minute. Yeah, it should be flippable. 1 second. Okay, it's flipping well. It's thin enough. It's perfect. I'm gonna continue doing this. Okay, it's all working out well. I just wanted to demonstrate the gluten-free, dairy-free crepes. Frying them up. Our crepes are ready. This is how they look. They look delicious. You can have it with some jam or some hazelnut spread or some honey or some fruits or berries or anything you may want. Bon appetit.